A couple years ago, I started writing, and I started writing in private, in secret. I didn't even tell my wife until after a year. And what I was writing was a mental performance book, specifically for athletes, that was supposed to be a 100-page field manual that'll give them quick hits and tools and functional things that they can use to make themselves mentally stronger. And I wrote, and I wrote, and I pulled up old blog posts I'd done and old articles I'd written and seminar papers I'd put together for speeches I gave. And what I ended up with was over 380 pages, which is a lot more than 100 pages. But when you consider how small a field manual is, and the fact that I was writing on 8.5 by 11, yeah, that 11-point font single space turned out to be hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of pages more than my original target. So what did I end up with? Well, let me introduce you to book 1 of the Capacity series. Now, Peak Mental Performance for Athletes. That's book 1. I'll get that a little closer for you. It's already out. It's on Amazon.com right now, as is book 2, which is about the same kind of stuff, but geared more towards coaches. And we'll talk about that another time. But, the key is what I've ended up with is out of those hundreds of pages is 4 capacity books and 2 capacity workbooks. And because I really enjoyed writing, I took the characters that were used in the narrative portion of this otherwise nonfiction self-help style book. And you can find the CCS stories, which are fictionalized stories of composite characters of people I've known and worked with over the years that tell meaningful and enjoyable stories that might accidentally teach you a little bit about mental performance. But this is about book 1. So, Peak Mental Performance for Athletes, chapter 1. Ta-da! What do we do right off the bat? Well, right off the bat, we're going to tell you about the mental game, because chapter 1 is understanding the mental game. You know what? Let me get comfortable here. I'm just going to read you a little part of this thing here. So, mental performance. If you've spent any time around a team, you've seen the obsession with training plans, off-season workouts, and endless repetition of drills. There's a lot of talk about grit, hustle, and leaving it all out on the field. But the truth, as plain as it gets, is that none of it matters if your head isn't in the game. The mind calls the shots. Whether you're throwing a fastball under pressure, taking the last shot in a close game, or navigating a rough patch off the field, too often we overlook the brain's role as the control center, thinking toughness is just a matter of pushing through. But real toughness starts between the ears. Every athlete has heard the advice. Get your mind right. Pause. There's a lot of other ways that's said, usually not as nice. I chose just one little nice way of saying it in the book. Okay, so that phrase, it gets tossed around like a magic spell. But what does it actually mean? It goes far beyond blocking out distractions or wanting it more. Mental strength is about training your mind with the same seriousness you train your body. It means developing the ability to rebound from setbacks, stay sharp when pressure ramps up, and respond to adversity with intention instead of panic. It's not just about how high you can jump or how fast you can run. It's about how you handle the moments when everything is on the line and nothing is going as planned. That's the first 2 paragraphs of Capacity, Peak Mental Performance for Athletes. I'm not going to read you all of it. You got to go over to Amazon and grab it. And hey, great news! It's on sale this week. 99 cents for the digital copy. Love if you go over there, read it, leave me a review, tell me what you think, and just know it's coming from a place of love when I'm telling you, do better. It's not because I think I'm better. It has nothing to do with me. It's because I know you're better, and I just want to help you get there in any way that I can.